right, let's get to the important stuff. That is Ryan Clady of the Broncos. Their starting left tackle for the second time in 3 years is going to miss a full season. 2 years ago, it was because of a Liz Frank injury. Today it was announced he tore his ACL. So Clady, who in 2013 signed a 5-year deal, which averages around $11.5 million a year, is going to miss yet another full season for the Denver Broncos. Let's bring in the NFL writer for USA Today, Tom Pellissero, to talk about this and some other subjects. Tom, when you first heard this, what went through your head relative to the Broncos' chances of getting back to a Super Bowl?
Well, I think first you have to look at Peyton Manning, who historically has been one of the best at playing above the level of his offensive line. You go back to Indianapolis, the Colts were not perpetually, year after year, among the league leaders in fewest sacks allowed because Charlie Johnson was an elite left tackle. I mean, they're playing guards out there half the time. But Manning, 80% of his brilliance is what he does before the snap, getting you into the right looks, and then getting the ball out of his hand quickly. So the Peyton Manning we've seen throughout the course of the past 15 years, certainly is somebody, or 18 years, certainly is somebody who a lot of times has had to get away with lesser players, and he's been able to do that. But now, at age 39, he had the quad injury last year. He's transitioning to a new offense with Gary Kubiak and Rick Dennis. And I'm not going to say that he's going to be a sitting duck back there. We know that he's not the most mobile quarterback and never has been. I think it just remains to be seen here. I can say this for certain, though. Losing a Pro Bowl left tackle doesn't help.
Tom, I think what everybody needs to remember here is that 2 years ago, when Clady missed the full season and Chris Clark was playing left tackle, the Broncos and Peyton Manning went on to smash just about every offensive record in NFL history. So I can't imagine the Broncos are panicking over this.
No, 2 years, too, can be sort of an eternity when you're talking about a player who's nearing the end of his career. I don't think Peyton Manning has completely fallen off the map, but he was playing at a completely off-the-charts level in 2013 and doing it behind an offensive line. Yeah, lost Clady. They were getting away with Chris Clark. You go to last year, though, and all the different offensive line combinations they had to run. I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but if I remember right, they started about 3 right tackles. They started multiple right guards, multiple centers. They had to find the right combination. And when you're going through that, it can be a little bit difficult just to establish the continuity, all those checks that he makes at the line of scrimmage. On some level, you don't want to lose Clady. It's probably better that you lose him in May than lose him in August or even in October, just because now you have time to sort through your options. Is Michael Schofield going to be able to handle that spot? You go back to Clark and put him at left tackle again. You at least can kind of sort things out, give guys different opportunities. Like I said, though, this offense is going to be a little bit different than what Peyton Manning has run in the past. And Gary Kubiak, I think, is a pretty smart offensive mind. Him and Rick Dennison are going to have to come up with plans, and losing the guy in Clady who you feel comfortable putting on an island is going to cause you to adjust some things.